let's see. YouTube is going. Instagram is connecting, and it looks like Facebook is connected. Okay, alright, let's see how we do here. Go live. Go live. Okay, alright. So I think we're live everywhere now. Let me just check. Facebook is chugging along, so is Instagram. So is YouTube. Okay. Alright, and for some reason my computer wants me to add effects with gestures. Oh no! Oh, it didn't. I was hoping it would trigger again. It didn't. Oh well. Alright, let me get my notes for today. I think they're in here. Yep, here we go. Okay. Alright, got them. But before we do that, because I know that I just look like I'm reading my phone and I'm a teleprompter and, you know. I have Stitch today. He says, I tried. Let me see if I can get the camera to give you a better view. Okay, have to work on that, but not bad for a first attempt. Alright, now it's too low. There we go. That's better. Okay, it's never been quite right since I got my new monitor. I went from a very old-fashioned, very thick-framed monitor to a new thin one. Oh gosh, it's been about a year now. Wow. And I've never gotten the camera to sit quite the way I want it, but it's a work in progress. Okay, as you can see, we're rolling into summer this weekend, so I have my summer ears on, my mermaid scales, and you know what? I think these might be backward. I can't. Oh, they are backward. One moment. Okay. Alright, so now they're right. Okay, now my hair's a mess, but you guys don't care. You know me. We're old friends by now. Sorry for anybody new who happens to be just joining us today, but as you'll learn if you stick around, my lives are a little wonky, a little fun. I like to be informative, but I also like to be myself and be a little relaxed and kind of cut loose a little bit. So I also want to give these a shout out. My son brought me his Disney Marathon ears from when he ran in January. He calls them ears. I know they're an ear hat, but he's like, Mom, I have ears. I'm like, no, you have an ear hat. He's still learning the lingo, but he's a good sport about it. So he's currently out of the country doing summer study abroad, and really starting to kind of miss he's not so little, but really starting to miss him. I had to watch one of his YouTube videos today so I could hear his voice. He's been sending me pictures and texting me and all kinds of stuff, but I just haven't actually heard his voice in a while, and it popped up on my YouTube when I was getting ready for this, and I'm like, hey, let's listen to a couple minutes of this. It was nice to hear his voice, even if he wasn't talking to me. It was just nice to hear it. All right, so let's talk summer, because of course this is, we're kicking off the official arrival of summer later today. If you're on the East Coast, you have some potential heat coming next week. Not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. So let's start off by talking about how to stay cool in the parks. And if you follow my page, you might see that I posted about this earlier this week. And it's not just in the parks, anywhere you are that is hot. Whether you're touring a city, whether you're on a cruise ship, whether you're, doing a theme park, even at the beach, it can be quite hot. I know there have been years we've been at the beach and the sand has been so hot that you can't walk from the beach up to the boardwalk without needing flip-flops or some kind of footwear. So let's talk about those really, really horrible hot days and how to make them not so horrible. If you're at a beach or you're in a pool, that helps. But still stuff to remember. I like to wear a hat because it shades my eyes, but I also like to take said hat and put it in the water, whether it's the ocean or the pool or whatever, and get it nice and wet. Wring it out a little bit, put it on my head. That'll cool you off. Cooling towels are fabulous. There are also, of course, like the neck fans. Something you have to watch though. Okay, I'm not a short-haired girl. I'm a long-haired girl. And even as careful as I was the last time I had mine in the parks when it was hot, I did get my hair caught in it more than once. So even with your hair up, unless it's going to be like way up, like in a bun or, like totally off your neck, which is another good idea. Just be careful that your neck does not get sunburned. Um, that's happened to me. Make sure your ears are covered. If you're at the beach or in the pool, and you get out for any reason, make sure your feet have some sunscreen on them. Okay, these are all things I've done, and they turned out poorly for me, so I'm sharing them with you so that you don't have to learn the way I did. Sunburned feet are terrible. So are sunburned ears. Um, they're just not fun at all. So yeah, keep cool stuff on you. Wet your hat. I've seen people, step out of the way of the crowd. Like, I think we were at the zoo in DC when I saw this, but, one guy got, two small bottles of water and he walked over and unscrewed the top on the first one and just like walked to the edge of the grass and leaned over and just poured the water over his head to cool him off. And then, of course, the excess went in the grass, so it was a win win. Cold water will do that. You can also take your bottle of cold water and put the cold bottle on the back of your neck. That's another good one. And of course, wear, breathable fabrics. And, dress for the weather. Don't wear long sleeves. Try to wear performance fabrics if you can. Make sure you duck into the shade when you can. Everybody should know when they've had enough. And if you hit that point, please get somewhere cool. Duck into a store, get in line for a ride. If you're, even if you're at home and you're just gardening and it gets to you, go in. Even if you just stay like in your kitchen so that the mess that you drag in with you is minimal, go in the kitchen, wash your face at the sink, get some fluids. Um, Whatever you're doing, taking 5-10 minutes to cool off is going to save you so much time for the rest of your trip because you're not going to be miserable. Trust me. Trust me, the first time I ever went to Disney, I got heat illness. I don't know if you want to call it heat stroke or heat illness or whatever, but I remember sliding into the next place we could find and just kind of melting. And I sat in there. It was, oh gosh, I think it was, I don't know. It was some kind, I think it was like a Chase character meet and greet or a Chase office or something. This was the 1990s. And I remember just sitting in there for like 10 or 15 minutes and, I was like, okay, I'm cool enough. And I walked out of there and we walked down 2 or 3 shops, which I couldn't do before, to the cafe. I think it was a cafe. I think it was some kind of sit down eatery. And we got water and we sat in the shade for a little while longer and I hydrated and it gradually passed. But please don't make my mistakes. Please be smarter. So don't get sunburned. Don't get overheated. If you've got that intense heat coming to you next week, you're in one of those triple digit areas, some of the things you can do to stay cool. Um, Go to a mall or a Target or a big store, a Costco or a BJ's or something, and just walk around. Um, Go to a movie. If you've got littles, look for indoor bounce houses and things like Sky Zone. Oh, and I forget the other one. My son loved both of them, and I forget the other one. But look for like the indoor trampoline places or indoor obstacle courses, maybe an indoor rock climbing place, somewhere that's going to be air conditioned. If you can't do air conditioned, go for somewhere with a lot of trees and some shade because they will keep it cooler. If you have a park or a playground around you that's shaded by trees, go early or late in the day when the heat is not so bad and enjoy it. Make it, hey, after dinner we're gonna go over to the park and play on the playground equipment for a little bit. Even if it's not your normal schedule, it's okay to kind of change it up just to keep everybody safe. Um, of course, you can if you still have a mall, you can go to the mall. You can do cool things out. You can set up the wading pool outside. You can turn the sprinkler on for a little bit. You can do cool things outside, maybe make s'mores, use your outdoor grill to do s'mores after dinner when it's cooler. There's lots of cool stuff you can do. But yeah, look for some indoor things to do if the temperatures are in triple digits. Unless, of course, you have a pool, in which case you should be in the pool. I miss my pool. Um, I'm not sure how easily I'd be able to get in and out of it right now with my balance issues. But I do miss having a pool. All right, so now that we've talked about ways to stay cool and stuff you can do no matter where you are, let's talk about some of the things that are going on in some of my favorite places. We have an update from the ship's log for the Disney Adventure. Um, and this is their ongoing archive where they document all the milestones. And this is, of course, the Disney cruise ship that's going to start sailing from Singapore on December 15th. They have announced brand new retail locations and merchandise for the adventure. Okay, it's going to have almost 17,000 feet of retail space. They're going to have more shopping opportunities than ever before, and some of these are firsts. The beloved Disney Parks shopping destination World of Disney will debut on Disney Cruise Line aboard the Disney Adventure. From familiar nautical favorites to a wide range of never-before-seen designs inspired by the rich natural beauty and cultural icons of Southeast Asia, World of Disney is sure to be a must-visit for every guest on board. My son will be so happy. Usually when we go in there, he takes my magic band. He took my purse, and I said, "Oh, it's all right, I can magic band it." So now he tries to take both of them. Um, he has good intentions at heart, though, and we always kind of just make a joke of it. Um, Another first for Disney Cruise Line, the National Geographic Store will open its doors at sea, offering a line of exclusive co-branded merchandise. Think stylish shirts, hats, adventure-ready bags, and more. Okay, let's keep going here. The Disney Adventure will be home to the first ever dedicated Duffy and Friends shop. So for those of you who remember Duffy when he used to live in Epcot, I know he's been touring the world and making new friends, and that's really cool, but I kind of miss him. We had, when my son was little, we did Epcot, and they had the Kid Cut stations with the Duffy, the cardboard Duffy that you got to color, and then he got different stamps and stuff as we moved around Epcot. I remember it fondly. I'm not sure. I know my son wanted to do it when we went back, so I'm assuming he liked it too. Expect exclusive merchandise that showcases Duffy and all his friends in adorable nautical themed outfits. Okay, concierge guests will be treated to an elevated shopping experience with access to two exclusive boutiques: Palace Treasures, which includes luxury goods and fine jewelry, and Three Wishes, a boutique with one-of-a-kind apparel, souvenirs, and collectibles. Popular retail venues from across the Disney Cruise Line fleet will be on board, including Diamonds and Wishes and Treasures Untold. Okay, and on June 12th, which was, of course, just last week, the Disney Stern characters were installed. The oversized Captain Mickey Mouse and Captain Minnie Mouse on the back of the ship is what they actually did last week. The 18-foot tall and 12-foot wide anchor fixture was carefully lifted by the shipyard team using cranes to then bolt it to the ship's stern. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, I accidentally put in all of the Disney Cruise Line updates. Sorry. Okay, all right, so let's go out now that we've been in the shipyard and we've been around the world with Duffy and the new ship that's going to sail from Singapore. Let's float on over to California. Family fun at Disney's California Adventure Park. Okay, whoops. Okay, let me fix my teleprompter. It's reversing on me. Okay. Come on, come on, Come on, what kind of foolishness would you like to see? All right. Sorry, I had to throw Gonzo in there. I'm still missing my Muppets. Okay. California Fun at Disney California Adventure. The celebration kicks off August 8th at California Adventure with iconic music, fun, and pals to play with. The one-day special entertainment in California Adventure includes the high-energy Disney Junior Let's Play Block Party, featuring Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and other fan-favorite characters, along the parade route, and a special Disney Junior Let's Play live stage show at the Hollywood Backlot Stage. Kiddos can also discover how the magic of food saves the day by bringing everyone together with Confection Perfection with the Super Kitties, cupcake decorating, and enjoy Learn to Draw Disney Junior characters at Animation Academy for interactive fun. Preschoolers and their families can continue the party with activities that inspire the joy of play and imagination. Multiple photo opportunities curated for camera-ready moments include a themed wall in Hollywoodland, highlighting series such as Bluey, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Iron Man and His Awesome Friends, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and Super Kitties. Guests will also be able to enjoy special character greetings with favorite Disney Junior characters. Plus, they can stop by the all-new Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse live stage show, part of the everyday offerings for families available at Disney's California Adventure. And then, in the downtown Disney district, Disney Junior's Let's Play. The fun moves over to the downtown Disney district from August 9th and 10th, with special offerings including photo ops, Disney Junior merchandise, the Let's Play Bubbles experience at the downtown Disney live stage. Okay, so I'm going to go back to something that was in there that I've done. We did Disney Junior with my son. We did it. We did the Disney Junior show in Hollywood Studios with my son when he was little, and he adored it because when we first went, he was not quite 5. So we were doing Mickey Mouse Playhouse and Handy Helpers and Handy Manny and all of those shows. I also loved Imagination Movers. What can I say? I'm always been a kid at heart. But when my son and I were in California Adventure, I guess it wasn't last summer, it was the summer before, we did the animation experience. We drew Piglet. His Piglet was much better than my Piglet, but it was so fun. And you actually, the Disney animator actually sits there and, it's projected, but he, and he has a little plush piglet with us. He had a little plush piglet and, he's like telling you about his ear and you can see him moving Piglet's ear around and trying to show you the different things he's talking about. And of course you get a little history of the characters and, you get it, you get a feel for what it's like to actually be a Disney animator. And it's in a very nice air-conditioned theater. So, that would be one of those things I would recommend if you're in Disney World, not Disneyland. It is part of Rafiki, part of the Planet Watch. You have to take the train over to do it, but it is there. So if you have the opportunity, you should definitely check it out. And I know I have not seen the way they do it in Animal Kingdom, to be fair. But when they did it in California Adventure when I was there, when you walked into I'm going to call it the pre-show area, even though it's really not. It's like, when you walk into the movie theater and you have the big open space before you go back into the theaters, you have the lobby, I guess you would call it. I haven't been out in a long time, can you tell? I'm working on that. So when you're in the lobby, the pre-show area, whatever you want to call it, they have a board that tells you what character they're going to do when. I don't know if Animal Kingdom does that. I suspect that they do something similar, but try to time it so that you can draw a character that you have an interest in. I kind of wanted to draw Olaf. I really am happy that I got to draw Piglet because I've been a Winnie the Pooh girl since about the age of 4. I started liking Dopey at 7 or 8. And then I got older and I liked all the new characters and I learned more and more about the other characters and now I pretty much like everybody. Not the villains so much, but all the nice characters. Although I do like some of the villains too. I love Maleficent when she's in her dragon form, and you gotta. I just like the creepiness of some of them. Ursula and the Evil Queen. I don't truly like the villains, but I appreciate that evil, creepy, fearful quality they elicit when I'm around them. Okay, so I think that takes care of my live for today. My tech held up. I think I might have had too many windows open the other day. So I did run updates. I did close everything I could possibly close before I went live today in hopes that it would keep it running. And I want everybody to have a good week. I want you to stay cool and stay safe. And I will see you next week. If I can help you with anything travel related at all, questions, comments, suggestions, or anything you would like me to talk about on a future live, please reach out and let me know, because I'm here to help you have the most magical travel adventure possible. And that's only your adventure. We all have different things we would do. We all have different things on our bucket list, but whatever is on your bucket list, I am excited to help you cross it off. So see you next Friday. Everybody have a great week. It's my best friend Wendy from high school. It's her birthday today, so just want to shout her out with a happy birthday before I go. And now I'm off for another week of fun and adventure. I'll see you next Friday. Bye.